everybody, welcome to Jacob's Quest, and today we got a brand new trailer for Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I think of all of these, this is the one I've been the most excited for because Sonic Adventure 2 with Shadow the Hedgehog, like that's on the Dreamcast, that's the one that I kind of played the most. You know, I grew up with the Sega Genesis. I remember Sonic 2 playing as Tails because I was the younger brother. But, you know, Dreamcast, I feel like Sonic Adventure 2 is the first one where it really was like me and my brother playing that game as equals. You know, I got to play as Shadow, he got to play as Sonic. We do like the 2-player versus mode. You know, anyways, I'm pretty excited for this one. Let's go ahead and check it out.
Here we go. Showtime.
The chows.
What is this den of
Wow.
madness?
Are you Detective Pikachu?
He does look like a Pokemon.
Wow.
Pika Pika.
Wow, they're referencing that.
Konnichiwa.
Okay. Did not expect that reference. Okay. I gotta process that just happened.
It's time, Shadow. Finally, we will have our revenge. But what good is a dastardly plot if you can't conspire with family?
There's 2 Eggmen now?
Double your villains, double your fun. Any last words?
Nice magic marble. Real scary. That actually is real scary.
Hey, what was that?
Trick shot.
Interesting.
Tom, Maddie, we need your help on a super... Knuckles, do you mind?
Oh, excuse me.
Tom, Maddie, we need your help on a super dangerous top secret mission.
We're in.
What was up with that sweater?
We were born
Donuts,
ready.
All right, boys, try and keep up.
Come on, Granddaddy-O. We've got
Dirt to do.
with Shadow's power.
We can rule humanity.
When we're done, there won't be anything left to rule.
Interesting.
Dark.
Somebody better call Google Maps.
So they do. Okay, so they do
Like
destroy the
all
moon. I remember
choices
that.
we make. Remember to listen to your heart. You're gonna make the right choice when it matters the most.
He's got the motorcycle and the gun.
Who does your highlights?
The more you talk, the harder I want to hit you.
This ends now.
Our
Okay, so
destiny
that's
awaits.
sort of Egg Colony arc, right?
You were right about one thing. This ends now.
Christmas. Okay, that's got to be like an after credit scene or something. The the Santa Claus thing. That's got to be like an after credit scene. Okay. So, yeah, it looks like that team up with Dr. Robotnik obviously does not last. It seems, at least. I don't know, they could be pulling some trick on us. So, what I don't know is, what is this marble thing? Because I had thought, you know, I think everyone did, that when they, when we first saw the black hole thing that was being created in the other trailer, we all assumed that that was chaos control of some sort, right? Creating this black hole, but it's this weird device. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know what's up with that. So I guess the question has to be asked now, are the Chaos Emeralds going to be involved in this at all? Because I've noticed that there's been no mention of the Chaos Emeralds. Shadow does not appear to need them at all. So I don't know. I guess for now, I'm going to assume that they're just not part of this movie. That's interesting. Also, so what do they do? Are they just having like a bakery day? I don't know. That's it's interesting. All right, he's got like a muffin shirt and a donut shirt. Okay. So yeah, obviously Gun is coming back, and we are kind of doing a, did I say Egg Colony arc? I think it's Space Colony arc. That's what it was. So we're sort of doing the Space Colony arc thing, and we see the moon get shot at, which, you know, that's a famous thing that happened in that game. They do blow up part of the moon, so that's pretty cool that they are doing that. So I guess my other question, of course, has to be, are we going to get the you know, the prototype perfect life form, the giant slug monster thing in space. Because that is how the game goes. The game is that, oh, he was trying to create perfect life forms, they end up with Shadow, but the prototype to that was like this giant salamander in space, giant machine. So are we gonna get that team up where they both have to destroy this thing? And yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about the Chaos Emeralds not being in the movie at all. I mean, if I remember correctly, they introduced at least one in the second movie, right? I think they might have only had one there. But they do not seem to be a factor in this one at all. Which, you know, I guess I'm fine with. But yeah, I'm curious how this is going to end up going. I have to imagine that, you know, the Robotniks use Shadow to lift this thing into space, you know, in its a sort of space colony arc type thing. It's at least got the giant laser. Like, that's the important part of it, right? But yeah, just still lots of questions. I'm curious how closely they're going to stick to the story of Sonic Adventure 2. Obviously, they're taking giant chunks of it. But yeah, it seems no Chaos Emerald. Maybe no Super Sonic and Super Shadow then? I don't know. Curious to see how that goes. And also, you know, what's up with this, he just goes into this spacesuit. It is interesting that they're making, I believe his name was Gerald, the grandfather. They're making Gerald such a pivotal part of this movie, which is kind of fascinating because I want to say he was either dead or just in prison in the game. He might have been dead, I think. It's been a very long time since I've played it, obviously. But in any case, yeah, interesting direction they're going with this. Still pretty excited. It's, you know, this is the one that, like, was most from my youth. Like, the Sonic Adventure 2. This is the one I remember, so yeah, pretty awesome. Now, after this one, I don't know what they do. I know that there have been many Sonic games that happened after this. I don't think any of them have been amazingly successful. You know, I'm trying to remember. I know they had like one that it was like a skating or a surfing type thing. I don't know. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about Sonic Adventure 3. Do you think there's gonna be a giant salamander in space? This prototype life form? That's what I'm waiting to see. You know, if they're gonna have any kind of surprise, it would probably be that. Are we gonna get a Rouge the Bat? Is that gonna be a thing? She has not shown up in any trailers at all. If she ends up being like an after credit scene, I wouldn't be surprised. I think that would be like an interesting thing to kind of leave off on, you know. Yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.